Right, hello folks, welcome to punterslife.com. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit. Brain's a little bit kerfuddled, just need to get back into gear. Anfieldsquirrel, totally new to the game, so we're going to see a lot of mistakes. It has to be expected, as I used to tell people. We're not born to play MTT poker. It is something that needs to be learnt, and we don't naturally have it within us. And if you think that you can play it well without reading books or doing a bit of study, then I'm sorry, you're sadly mistaken. It's not a natural thing. So anyhow, it's a 40-cent rebuy. So the standard of play is possibly going to be unfathomable at points. I've just seen the first hand and that's what's made me say it. First thing I would say, it's only four-handed. I don't have much experience of this. I would say if any beginners that are playing, especially if they're just, which they should do really, is be a sort of tag, a tight aggressive style to begin with until they sort of they've got a bit more experience. So I would avoid playing shorter handed, four-handed, six-handed. I wouldn't actually advise it to begin. I would maybe stick to 9 and even 10-handed and just use the first gateway skill you should ever really learn is having a good starting hand selection. And that will actually win you money. Just having a good starting hand selection, playing at a full ring, full table will actually win you money. This video could be a long time. It could be, maybe we'll have to split it into two. We'll maybe do each half hour. Anyhow, it's a rebuy. I recommend totally when you play rebuys, and I've just noticed that Anfield's done it. He rebought straight away. As you can see, he's got 3,000 chips, so that's a good one there, Anfield. Well done. That's the Anfield. I'm trying, if I say things that you don't, I'm sorry, but I'll go easy because I'm not the man I used to be. So anyhow, on with the show, and let's see what happens. There, it's a funny spot to be in because you don't expect many people to limp the button, but as it's the first hand, usually weak aces, I don't even, well, I think I'm not used to seeing folks like, I think most of the time I'd be raising that, especially first hand. Reason more so is because it's the first hand. I would like to tell the big blind that you're not going to get away with limping the hands against me. I'd be bumping it up. I'd be raising with a lot less than ace-4, so I think very justifiable. Bump it up to 80 or something there, and see if he can, start just so that he knows where you are. You want to take control. The reason why you raise pre-flop is you need whoever's got the initiative in a hand tends to, people will check to them in the flop and you see bet, you take it down. Whoever's got the initiative is quite an important thing to hand. That's why you raise, because you take the initiative, and whoever's got the initiative tends to usually win the hand. And then it's an odd flop, isn't it? He bets that. You've got no one, he didn't re-raise, he didn't raise, he could have an ace because a lot of people limp, but you've still got the 4. Obviously you got an ace blocker, which means there's an ace there, there's an ace there, so there's only 2 aces left. His weak bet to me says something like he's got maybe like a king or queen of clubs and he's trying to buy, he's trying to set his own odds to try and see the turn. So here I'd be raising it up to, probably bump it up to about 100, 120. It shows that he's not setting the odds. You tell him the odds. That's why you're betting. The min raise there, Anfield, that's just not good. It's just, as I say, the pot's now 120. It's only another 20 for him to call, so you're giving him, what's that, 6 to 1? If he has got a flush draw, he's looking to get 2 to 1, so you're giving him 3 times the odds that he thinks. There, you'd have to bump that up generally, if you're ever min raising, it's usually a bad thing. There's usually, unless you've got an absolute monster in your thing, but generally min raises are just really, really bad. I suppose you're doing it to try and see. In fact, I'm not going to rush this video. We'll take it slowly. If it's a long video, then so be it. We might as well try. No point in jumping over things. But the bet's just far too small. I would make it probably about 120 there. Give him less than 2-1 on his draw. Obviously, if the flush card come, you could even, if you were playing it another way, you could even just call and just, you've got showdown value with your ace, and if he's going to just min, bet small, but that min raise, it doesn't actually achieve anything. You're not, you're just, that's that. And then he calls to it, and now he's min raised you back. Just, oh no, I think he just called. No, he is actually min raising. I think he's min raising, so I'm not used to. So again, it just looks like he's on a flush draw. See if he calls the thing, I would again here bump it up to 200. Obviously, you can't put them on flushes to begin with, but here you can't let them dictate. You need to bump that up. And he's done a funny thing. Again, it's probably unfathomable. He's looking awfully like he's got a made flush. I think maybe this is the way it's all been played, and the thing is, it's maybe a bit hard for me to actually. It'd be easier if I hadn't have seen the hand, so maybe we'll just let this one play, because I do know it's just beyond crazy. And there at the fold, I like the fold. I don't dislike it. It does look like you're beat, but remember you did have the 4. I know it's not a thing, but then look at their stacks. They've only got 1,000. You can't call 240. You're not getting the odds to thing. I think I probably do like that fold. In fact, I do like it. It looks like you beat the way he played, but I like the thing. So, as I say, just you should be bumping it up though. Don't let them. A lot of Michael Stakes players do like to do little sort of bets, blocker bets they were called, just to try and set their own odds. They don't know what they're doing, but they think if they just bet small, hey, maybe you'll just call, and then a cheap way of seeing another card. But I like that fold. I'd like to think about it more, and I will. There, obviously you couldn't even call with a 4 because it does look like you got the flush below. It was just, he played it really odd, and I don't know, maybe he played it odd, I don't know. Right, so we've changed tables. So I'm just getting used to the software. We'll keep them to half-hour clips, and we're not going to rush them. And we might as well keep it slow as well. I'm not going to start doing the flicky button. I'm getting my life together. I need to get back to being able to post. It is actually a psychological problem with me. Nothing wrong with Min. No, did he just limp? No. He's already called. Let's just see that. He folds. I would say there's nothing wrong with. Absolutely nothing wrong with just folding. It is a bit tight on the button, especially four-handed. See, the thing is with four-handed, I could say more so for six-handed, but four-handed, what you actually think of it like is if it's a full table. So, and you're just playing the thing. So he's there. He's always the cut-off. Basically it's late position all the time. Everything's late position. And would you raise with king, queen 10 on the button? There, easy. Make it 44. Take control of the hand. You've got position. Remember, that's why you raise the button, because you've got position. So I'd say I would say 9 times out of 10 I would be, especially the size of your stack, and then he's got a big stack too. I mean, he's got crazy, got something like 100 big blinds or something. So I'd say that's pretty much always a small raise. So we'll just flick it on. Yeah, that's easy. Oh, there we are over there with fours. We'll be playing this, no doubt. What happened there? Right, so it's okay, so he's raised it to 100, we've got 80 to call, and then we'll remember the way when you're looking for sets, you're looking for about 10, well, about 15 to 1 on it. It comes to us, are we getting 15 to 1? It's 80 more, he's got 1,200. It's 80 more to us, so we're getting the right odds to thing. So that's quite an easy call, really. But again, the fold's not too bad because, as I say, you're just playing it for, you're just set mining. If he had double the stack that he's got, then 100% call, because you'll be getting, if you hit your set, it would pay you off. You would be getting something like bloody 30, 40 to 1. But I don't mind it. It's actually not too bad. It's tight, but nothing wrong with just flicking that in, hoping to hit the set and move on if you don't. But I can't really. There, easy fold. Done. Easy. I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that. Let's have a look here. Right, let me just move these a wee bit. So he's min raised. It's 30 for you to call. There's 150 in the pot. You're getting 5 to 1 against a bigger table. Usually King Jack's a fold, but against a button raise, perfectly fine to defend. Probably, I would say 9 times out of 10 you would. That's certainly a defend. As you say, because people are raising light. It's all late positions, so that's perfectly fine. If it was a full 9-handed and somebody raised for early position, then King Jack's an easy fold against them. But 4-handed, that's again just quite an easy call. But I don't mind anything tight there. This is right. What we do here then? So he's ready to 60. He's thing. I don't know if I've got anything on him. It's 150, it's 135 to call, it's so 135, you're only getting about an 8 or something to 1, so it's quite a, you could re-raise if you think he's at it, but I would just fold there. That's a good fold. See, well done that, man. The boy done well. I wish I would start playing a game when I flick the hands. I want to remember it. Right, we're mixing it up here. I don't like that, to tell the God's honest. At this early stage of the tournament, if you look at the two people with the stacks, they've only got tiny wee stacks. If it was against players that had maybe 3,000-4,000 yourself, then I suppose, or if there was antes, then it's fine. But raising under the gun effectively at 4-handed, because remember everyone's playing a lot looser. You just don't need to do it. You don't need to do it. I'd be King 10 suited there, I'd be raising. King 9 I would probably fold tight, I suppose, but King 6 there's just no need for it. We're out of position. Oh no, we're in. Let's go back here. So we flop the world. He checks. Have to bet there. You're betting if you've missed, you're betting if you've got, and you can't thing. So that was an easy thing. You can get him to spaz out, you know, he could spaz out with a pair of 8s, he could just total bluff you, you know, things like he raise you. So you at this level of poker, just play fast because they're not considering what you've got. A lot of people would actually think it's hard to put you on a six, but a lot of people, uh, a lot of people would see the check back as actually looking stronger than the actual bet. You're c betting. No, well, I'm not saying too much, but I'm c betting 100% of the time, almost, especially four-handed. So if you've got it or if you've not, you need to balance your range. You can't suddenly just be checking back all your good hands and just betting when you've got nothing. So that's an easy bet there, Anfield. Just normal c bet. Try and get them to spaz out. We're betting out. You had nothing, but as I say, balance your range. Bet if you've got, bet if you don't. Oh, we don't like this. We don't like this. We don't like this at all. He's just limping. King 2, the important thing is you're in the small blind, so thus that means that you're out of position for the whole of the other rounds. You don't play hands out the small blind at all. If you are playing them, you should be raising. But early in the tournament, with these things, you don't want to hit a king on a flop. He's got king tens, king nines, king everything. Easy fold there. If you wanted to play aggressive, then raise them, but certainly don't get me wrong, Anfield. A lot of players who think they're good still would limp behind there, but total noob mistake. Just get rid of it, because you're only going to get yourself into bother, or else you're going to fritter away. Oops, saying nothing. But just bad all in, really. Just no need for it. Fold and just move on. And my small blind, not good. Yeah, I like the sizing. A lot of folks say before the antes you can revert back to the old ×3, but I like 66 there, 67, good. Make the folds. I hope you're not raising more with your better hands and min raising with your thing. You just raised there 67, you should be making that 67 again. Just don't let anyone have any reads on you, because it's easy to fall in. You start raising big with ace king and things like that, and you start min raising with ace 9. Just something to remember. Oh, and you're getting 3 bet here. Maybe, I don't know if Donkey Balls here picked up on that. Let's just go back to let's see, so he's 3 betting out the thing. So because you've actually got position on him, and it's just weak, he's just clicking buttons. Nothing wrong with just calling here because you've got position. I mean, you are being a lot of his daft range, spazzy range. Nothing wrong with the call. Not a lot you can do with this. If you wanted, you could maybe bump it up there to 255 and see if he wants to play, because for him, if you'd raise it up to 255, he's going to have to put in another 130 odd chips, and it would start for stack. For him, you're playing for stacks eventually there. Maybe if you would raise it a bit more, but hey, this level of poker, I find ABC poker's the way to play. You just play your hand and play it hard, play it fast, and you don't have to do, like I say, re-raising with nothing and things like that, because it's just not necessary at this level. If you were playing higher stakes and things against better players, then yeah, it's good to mix things up. But down here, right here, easy fold here, Anfield. I hope we're not calling easy fold or easy raise, one of the two, but there's no call here. That's all I know. 100% definitely is not a call. Could make a thing for raising. I'd say raise is probably better. You have to find yourself, you can raise, you can fold, or you can call. We don't call out the small blind. We know everyone. We all know that. You don't play hands out of position. If you are playing hands out of position, you try and win that pre-flop. So you don't call. So we can forget calling. Do you raise? If you've got it looks quite a 4 times Xer. I don't like messing with 4 times Xers, so I wouldn't probably be raising. And do you fold? It's the old adage of if you got a hand that's too good, that seems too good to fold, and you don't want to call because you can't, then raise. So I would say, but then to go back to the old thing, play ABC poker at this stage, just fold it. No, good on you. Yeah, nothing wrong with bumping it up, make it 109 or something. Here though, he just times fours it. And remember, position. You've got position. Absolutely nothing wrong with opening your game up a wee bit and 3-betting him, just making it 1-1-1. Remember, you've got position. This player here might be tricky, I don't know, and get you a spot. But again, I'd advocate ABC poker, folding perfectly fine, and they're probably the best here. But it's always an option to, if you've got the button and you've got a hand that's, especially there, like he times fold it last time and now he's limping. I would say that absolutely nothing wrong with raising if you're feeling a wee bit gregarious type of thing. And then obviously taking control of the pot, because you're the thing, he would check to you would see bet, he would fold, and thus you're chipping up, chip. And we're not results orientated, we're not going to care to see what they're saying, but we'll always see what he limped with out of interest. Yeah, well, as if you'd have raised, you'd have raised him out of the pot, and he'd have called and he was never folding, so in a way, again, as I say, ABC's the way to be. Here you have to fold, and good fold. Oh, I forgot actually a lot of Anfield, that hand earlier when you called, and it was King 2, wasn't it? Anfield a few years ago when he played a tournament when he was just a kid, and that was his legendary hand, and here we have it again. Watch this. God, he could re-ray, he could do anything here, we just don't know. Oh, he's learnt. I thought this King 2 fixation. This looks a better hand. I don't like the min raise, as I say, Anfield. There's really no need for it's not actually achieving anything. It's all you're doing is bloating a pot for, see if he's got like a pair of threes or something, he's only 50 more, you're not getting folds for that. There you should be bumping up to about 175 or something, as in make them, give them a chance to make a mistake. So quite easy, as I say, get that min raise totally out the bag, just don't have it in your arsenal at all. And as I said earlier, there's probably situations where a min raise is okay, but trust me, at micro stakes and whatever, they're very few and far between. You'd bump that up to 250 even at this stake. You've got the button, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We've got a lovely flutter, right, so what are we doing here? They'll be checking to you and you'll be betting about, because there's 2 hearts on the thing, I tend to protect it a bit more, say just over half pot, probably about 250 or something. I bet 230. Not bad. I know that we've spoke about the half pots, nothing wrong with it. The problem is the Anfield, see, we're just doing it 200 in a board like that. The pot's now 600, it's 200 for them to call, and we all know that if they're sitting there with 2 hearts, they only need 2 to 1 to make the right call to chase their draws. You could be sitting there with 8, with 9, 10 of hearts, and have your thing with jiggied. I would make it a wee bit more, just so that they are making a mistake with the thing. But it's a lot of people just tend to put people instantly in flush draws, straight away, but then they've not. But you've still got to not give the odds for anyone who did have. I mean, you could be betting it big and you could get called with Jack 10, with Jack 10, and on a board like that, definitely make it a little bit more so that you're not giving them the. Oh, and what do we do here? Let's see what he does. Here, quite an easy call, I think, at this level. He's shoving a lot of draws, he's shoving a lot of weaker jacks. He's not got anything really. Sets he's probably making about 500-600. I think he turns up here with Jack 10 or something so often. Oh, there's 2 hearts. There we go, Jack Queen. That's good. As played. Nicely. Right, here we go. What's going on here? What's going on here then? No, I don't like that at all. If your hand's not good enough to raise with Anfield, fold it. There, it's actually a thing. I actually tend to play quite tight, the things, but you've got to raise there, really. I'd say that probably is a thing. Make it 1-1-1 or something. But as I say, if you think that you'll just don't do that, it's just not good. You'll hear me making noises from my e-cig. So I don't even know if I'd have C-bet there. I think you don't want folks to push. You've got backdoors, backdoor straights, backdoor flushes, the thing. I think, remember, you didn't actually bet. You didn't actually bet pre-flop. And whatever the whole thing, don't go busting an unraised pot. But you didn't take advantage. You should have spun the field before, raised pre-flop, and maybe just got a heads up with somebody, and then you could c-bet. But as played, it's when there was 3 other players in the thing with a flop that just smashes their limping range. So as played, I would just check behind and hope to pick a draw up, because he could raise big and then you've not got a chance to. You could hit an ace, you could hit a thing. So I'd have just checked. I wouldn't have bet there. And you've got to ask yourself, what is he actually calling with, and now what's he leading with? He could have an 8. 8. Oh no. You're thinking that your ace kicker could be good. I think on a double suited board with flush and straight draws and full house draws, I don't think there's any chance that they've got any chance of being in front. Is that a good or a bad card? Probably a bad card. Aye. As I say, Anfield, a few. You heard what I said. You could see what was wrong with it. So as I say, we'll just make it 30 minutes to begin with this one. Call. Right. And that's that one. But as I say, you're going to make mistakes, Anfield, because hey, we're all there at some point. But as long as you keep an open mind and you can think, there we go, easy fold. Good. You're far better than 80% of the donks out there that are playing Anfield just purely because you've got a better start in the hand selection. So we'll try one hand that we win in a minute. We'll stop it after that one, and then I'll get it uploaded, see if that's all working, and then we'll take it from there. Oh, we got a wee open ender. It's a shame you could have check raised them there. I think I would lead out there on the turn, because you got an open-ended straight draw, and you could be checking a jack. I don't think he raised pre-flop, did he? I'll not bother going back, but I'd think that's a perfect opportunity just to do a bet. He could raise you, but you'd still be calling. You'd probably still be getting the odds to try and hit. Remember, don't chase straights when there's flush things, because you get too many dirty outs. You get the Queen of Diamonds too, so everything's okay. I think you should have tried to steal that on the turn, because you don't know how many folds you'd actually get from them. But if you had a jack, you would think that he would have bet, when you checked him on the flop, he would be want to protect his thing. You could even, you could bet and he could still call you a draw and then just make give him, look, he's a big stack, so he's probably picked it up with some stupid don't move. But if you bet the turn there, you would have to bet the river if no scare card comes, and you'd have to make it quite big. But I would say that would work more times than not. I think you've got no real way of winning without your queen. Could be good, but I think you miss your chance on the turn. But he probably would call you with anything. He probably would have called. Well, I don't know. Would he have called you? I don't know. But you could have definitely. I forget. He didn't have an open. You would have to have double barreled him, and it would have worked. But as I say, we're never results orientated. It's all about the longer game. So we'll do this last hand here, and then we'll see how we go. Right, it's deja vu here. Much prefer your sizing, far better. You must have thought to yourself, I like that, and that's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. See, because these people call, if you raise it up the thing, they're going to call anyhow. You might as well get some money in the pot. You've got position on it. You don't want to blow up the pot if you're out of position, but you've got the button, so you're quite happy to play a bigger than 4 to the flop. And then what do we do here? You could check raise, because it's going to be hard to actually get a worse hand to call on that board. But then at these stakes, hey, none of them are letting go of an ace. I would just keep it ABC, boom, half pot as ever, maybe a slightly less to give somebody a chance to maybe spaz without you or something. I'd probably put 500 in there. It's alright. As I say, if they've got an ace, they're not going to fold anyhow. So you'd be as well betting big, because you're only going to get paid by an ace, really. An ace or a set, which you don't really think. So there'll be no complaints there. You can't check this, you can't check this. Aye, good. And the thing. So that's perfectly fine. Right, we'll pause it there, and we'll see how it goes. But all good so far.